Hi guys, you're welcome to our channel.
You're welcome. So guys, today we're going to be looking at the cost of living in Enugu State, Nigeria in 2022.
Very important, you know, a lot of inflation here and there, so it's good people are aware
of what it costs.
It costs to live in Enugu
State.
Yeah. So if you plan relocating to Enugu or you are already resident in Enugu, so I believe you have one or two things to chip in the comment section as you see this video. So let's run us through some of the bullet points we'll be looking at today.
Okay, in this video we'll be looking at the cost of renting, renting a house, different places and their costs basically. Cost of getting groceries, foodstuff in Enugu State, transportation, childcare. We'll be looking at waste management, internet, electricity. I'm going to display these on the screen so you'll be able to see them. But basically, all the important things you need to reside in Enugu State, we're going to be looking at them. And at the end of the day, we're going to be telling you what job opportunities are in Enugu State. So in case you are thinking of residing, you'll know what to expect, and you know where to fit into the society.
Yeah, very important. And very important, water.
Yes, water.
We're talking about water.
Very important. I can't talk about Enugu State without talking about water.
True. If you are seeing this video and you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much.
So much.
We sincerely do appreciate your love for our channel. And if you are seeing this and you are yet to subscribe,
please subscribe. Please do well to click the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so when we upload videos like this, you'll be notified. You get to see it.
Yes, guys.
So guys, let's get straight into
guys. So first on our list today, we're talking about housing in Enugu. What's the cost of housing? Yeah, I've seen people compare Enugu to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Owerri, Enugu to Akwa Ibom. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those comparisons online. But for us who are residing in Enugu, we're just going to give you a total rundown, like an average what you should budget for housing, especially for a family of 3. Yes, that intend to get, let's say, a two-bedroom apartment in Enugu State. Yeah, like I've said before, area varies and the cost of living in various areas in Enugu also varies. Yeah, we stay at Independence Layout, and in Independence Layout, house is quite expensive in Independence Layout. I believe the cheapest two-bedroom apartment you can get, the cheapest you can get in Independence Layout will be 600,000 naira. That is like the cheapest you can get, so it goes higher than that. So we can't take it to the maximum, but we can just tell you the minimum you can see within Independence Layout is 600,000 naira and above. Then if you intend to stay in GRO in New Haven, you also need to budget same value as Independence Layout, 600,000 naira. But if you intend to now get something cheaper than 600, maybe coming on to 300, 350, 400, then you need to think of relocating to Abakpa or relocate to, I think, around Uwani. Uwani has this nature that you can get a cheap house, you can get an expensive house in Uwani. There are a lot of new structures coming in around Uwani, especially around Zix Avenue. A lot of new structures are coming in, a lot of mini estates are coming in there. So Uwani, you can't be precise, but I think you can still get a house of 300, 350, 400 for a two-bedroom apartment in Uwani. So this budget we are giving you is a yearly payment and not the monthly payment. So guys,
what about estates? If you are to stay in an estate?
Well, for estate in Enugu, estate is quite expensive. Also depends on the kind of estate you want to stay.
Estate like Zoo Estate.
Yeah, Zoo Estate is for 4 million naira and above. If you want to stay in Gushen, you're talking about 1.5 million naira.
For two-bedroom flats.
Yes, if you want to stay in Liberty, you're talking about from 1.82 million. Just like that. There are still estates that pays 500, 600. The likes of what's it called? The one close to Maryland. You can get those kind of values there. But majorly, Romalinda Estate, but majorly around Enugu, major estate, the cheapest you can get is from 800 and above for two-bedroom apartment. That is it, guys. I hope this is important or this information was helpful to you for as many who are planning to relocate to Enugu. So let's get to on our list.
So we'll be looking at groceries and feeding. What's the cost of feeding in Enugu State?
It's the lady's apartment.
Basically, I feel like it's feeding, there's a general crisis in Nigeria as a whole when it comes to feeding. Foodstuffs prices are going high per day, so I think that's more like a general issue. But as a family of 3, basically 2 adults and a little baby who is really not eating much of
food is expensive.
He's not really eating much of adult food, so basically it's a growing family of 3. I think in a month we spend roughly 40 to 50,000 on food. Yes, that's what we spend in a month, and we are not overeating, but we get 3 square meal a day. We spend about 40 to 50,000 of, because basically you buy a bag of rice that will run for like maybe 6 months, or the bag of rice can even go for like 8 months. But then before you add other things, palm oil, then daily, all those other things you buy. Now a loaf of bread, small loaf of bread, is 600 naira. So as a family, on an average, we spend about 40 to 50,000 naira on feeding. Yes, that's minus baby's food. Baby's food.
Things are actually up. I think basically
food stuff now is so expensive.
Working around that budget should be able to get you going, because
that's 3 square meal, but if you want to eat twice a day, I think you will get it cheaper. Or if you want to be on Okpa and Coke, that would be a cheaper alternative.
So number three is transportation.
Yes, cost of transportation in Enugu State.
Well, Enugu, I think transportation is not so expensive as compared to Lagos. I visited Lagos quite a number of times. Transportation in Lagos is quite expensive because Enugu is a very small town, so transportation is very cheap. If you are using your car, let's say for example you are using a Corolla car and you are not the type that really run around town every time, everywhere you go. No, maybe you just go to your office, do a few run around and come back home. I believe if you fill your tank with 8,000 naira, you should be able to run through the week comfortably on that budget. And if you're using local transportation, I don't think there's anywhere in Enugu you are going to be using the buses now.
Yes,
I don't think there's anyone that is anyone up to, I don't think there's anyone up to 150 a drop in Enugu State.
Like buses.
So but except you are using charter Childcare, you want to charter from here to here, those ones 700, 1,000, 1,500, they will charge you per drop. But if you're using the normal shuttle buses they have around town, I don't think you can get anyone.
And I think you can go to all the basic places with those.
With that,
buses,
with that you can get to the major places. So transportation in Enugu is quite very cheap, probably because the town is small, and I don't know, but it's quite cheap compared to some other cities I have been to.
Then I think we must also say that Uber does not really function well in Enugu State.
Yeah, I think
I personally feel like moving around in Enugu can be difficult if you are not mobile, because though yes, the buses take you everywhere, but when it comes to transporting yourself inside some kind of places, we don't have bike here. So sometimes Childcare.
You need Childcare. No, Uber does not. The reason why Uber don't really work in Enugu very well, of which I even made an inquiry yesterday, though they said, both has been in existence. Uber just came in of recent, but I have not really seen them doing so much, because Childcare take you virtually everywhere. And even all our biggest and big boys in Enugu
they prefer to just
take Childcare to wherever they are going to, rather than standing somewhere to book boat or Uber. So basically, Enugu is a small town, so transportation is not so expensive.
Alright guys, number 4, we'll be looking at childcare. Now, when it comes to childcare, we'll run through it because we don't have so much experience per se. But on an average, childcare in Enugu State, I feel like now we're going to center on school fees. Our little boy will soon start school, so we'll be making some kind of inquiries. And on an average, school fees in Enugu State is pretty expensive. Like, I wasn't expecting school fees to be that expensive. You just see a school that you won't even be expecting so much, and then you'll be hearing thousands of naira. I think the one we looked at for a baby our age, not something over the top, just something really average, and then it's like 60k, 70k. So I really don't know if that's how it is now in other states, because over time things have changed. But for a boy our age, our baby's age, that's like going to 1 year plus. If you have to start crèche, we're hearing within 40 to 60,000 for an average school. But then if you want all those top-notch, high class, you should be looking at like 80k for crèche. So
I think basically the reason for that value is not far-fetched, because even our higher institutions, we know the value at which they are paying now at university level. So that is it for
Childcare. Guys, number 5, electricity.
Basically, I think I'll give the credit to Enugu State, probably because they are the head of or they are the headquarter of EEDC is actually here. I mean, for the southeastern state, I think so. Because I'm from Benin. I've stayed in Benin. I've stayed in Delta very well. I often tell them that I enjoy electricity in Enugu State far better than what I enjoy in Edo and Delta State. I don't know. I think the reason I can actually drag that to is because I can say 70% of houses in Enugu State are prepaid meters. So, and the normal Igbo man, if you don't give him light, you don't bloody care. His light is there, so whenever you bring the light, that is when the unit will definitely burn. So I think for light situation around Enugu State, generally, I think it's generally fair. It's generally fair. At least where we stay, we can confidently say we have light 16 to 18 hours daily, uninterrupted. Yeah.
So what's the cost of electricity in
Whoa, the cost of electricity for I like I said, I stay in Independence Layout, and because I have light very often, I think what we spend per month, what I do most of the times,
10,000.
I just recharge 10 per month, and I know usually spill over to the other month before we do again. But I just budget 10,000 naira for
so let's say 8 to 10,000 naira.
Yeah.
And basically we use one deep freezer. We don't really use
just that
iron.
Our freezer is constantly on. It's constantly on. So. Basically,
we don't really use iron, we don't really use all those electric stuff, so those things can also affect the total amount you spend. And then when we are going out, of course, we off the lights. So then I think we're at number 6 now. A very important factor in Enugu: water. Water.
I forgot to mention while doing the housing thing, another factor in cost of house in Enugu, water also affects the cost of house. If the compound you're trying to get into has water, definitely the cost will not be the same to the one that just have well. What I mean when I say water is that the one you can actually pump your water inside your house, because majority of houses in Enugu, they don't take water in. The water does not run inside the building. You drag from the well or you fetch from outside or something, but to get the one that will run inside, just like where we stay, it's quite difficult to get, and when you get one, it's quite very expensive. So water is a major challenge in Enugu State. But I think Uwani seems to have water.
Even in dry season.
Yes, even in dry season. It's my observation. Uwani seems to have water. And I know about Ogui Road seems to have the water board presence in Enugu State seems to function more in Ogui Road and New Haven. My observation. Then Uwani seems to have natural water. I don't know why, but I think I observed during the dry season that there was still constant water in their well and all of that compared to other areas in Enugu State. Well, Independence Layout is a dry land. It's a dry land, so there's no water, so you need to be paying tanker to bring water for you. And the cost of buying a tank now, 500-liter tank now, is 6,000, 7,000 naira. So that is it. And if you use water very well, the water can finish in 1 week. You need to buy it, so which means you're spending 48,000 naira per month on water.
Wow.
So Enugu State and water problem. So that is it for water.
Next is security.
Security, well, we know the situation of security around the country basically, but I think Enugu is still very calm, still very secure, as the case may be, as far as you mind the places you go to
and the timing
you are out.
But it's safe, at least we can go out and even come in.
Like yesterday we came back home by
midnight.
12:01,
so it's safe basically.
Safe, basically.
But you just have to be careful because
safe.
You're in Nigeria.
I've had my bad experience in the town as well, but still I can still say safe. I was actually robbed at gunpoint. I stole my car, but the town is safe.
Generally. Okay, next is internet data. We're talking about cost of living. And nowadays data is also a very important factor. Though that's like a more general thing, but then it still
quite general
affects
and personal.
Your cost.
Yeah, it's quite general and personal. So I think it's personal. It depends on your usage of data.
Yes.
So,
but if you're not doing too much.
Yeah, I have a friend that just used 2,000 Naira data for the whole month. The only thing he do is just, it's not on Instagram, it's not, he just Twitter once in a while, does not watch videos, does not do any upload, just WhatsApp and send mails. He's okay. But me, I consume data a lot. So.
And you know, someone like us that were creating content on YouTube and always uploading, I think we spend up to 10,000 Naira together for data in a month.
No, you spend 10, I spend 10. We spend more than, each person spend more than.
No, easy. Please, you guys need to support us because it's not easy.
So that is
After internet, next is waste management.
Yeah,
that's ESWAMA.
ESWAMA is the name of the waste management in charge in Enugu State. Enugu State Waste Management Board. So ESWAMA is the body in charge for waste management in Enugu. Well, ESWAMA, they can be very troublesome when they are coming to take their money, but I often tell people you can avoid them by just going to pay your bills, because the bill is not extremely too expensive. When I was in New Haven, I used to stay in a self-contained. Then I think I was paying how much was I paying? Is it 300 I was paying? Or I know the whole year I was paying around 3,000 something. I would just go at once and pay it. So, because they will just bring the bill for your yearly payment. But if you are running a shop, I think you will pay around.
We pay around 200 Naira for a month.
Yes, for a month. So.
And our shop is around, our pharmacy is around
1. So for a 2-bedroom flat, I think you just 12K or so. Whether they've increased, I don't know.
12,
so
2-bedroom flat.
Yeah. It's not so expensive. Yes, per year. It's not so expensive. So when I was in New Haven, I just paid the entire bill at once and just avoid their problem. So it's not so expensive, and I think it's a very innovative thing in Enugu to know that there are dustbins in every strategic junction in Enugu. So that's why it hurts me to see people see through their dirty outside their house, outside their compound, or on the inside the gutter or something. It pains me so much. I take mine inside my car, get to a waste bin, and I dump it there, and they often come around almost on 2 days basis to pull out the debt. So I think for waste management in Enugu is quite good. It's functioning very well compared to Edo State, I must mention. Compared to Edo State,
then I think we didn't talk about cost of security.
Yeah, cost of security in Enugu. Like when you talk about security, I'm talking about the neighborhood watch in Enugu State. Yeah, in New Haven, I was paying 300 for the self-con. I was saying for a month. I think the flats people were paying 500. In Uwani, I think 200. I think the flat people are paying either 400 or so. So that's just it like that. So it's just the neighborhood watch. I just accumulate my own in a month, just settle those boys and have your peace, because they're always there, ring their bell at night and just to create awareness. So that's just for security. It's around 200, 300, 500 that you pay for the neighborhood watch per month. So that's fun.
Well, we still have like 3 to go, and then we talk about jobs. So make sure you keep watching. Next is GoTV/DSTV.
It still depends on the usage. What content do you watch? Like me, she knows. Give me football channel and Battle Balls. That's Family HD. Discovering Family HD channel. I'm good to go. Just show me my Battle Balls. Show me that, and any of those interesting series on TV, like Ajoche. I'm okay.
I don't really watch TV.
Those are the channels. She don't watch TV. I'm the only one that usually sits.
So how much do you spend on DSTV? I know in the shop we use GoTV, and it used to be 2,600, but our last payment we noticed that it has now increased to 2,900.
Yeah, I think that is what access is for DSTV now. Yeah, that's what it is for DSTV.
2,900. Okay, laundry in Enugu.
Yeah, laundry in Enugu. Yeah, there are a lot of laundries that hype up. There are a lot of laundries that still do minimal. The laundry I use, because I'm a regular customer, I bring a lot of clothes for the guy. So
we wash at home.
We wash at home, but I use corporate a lot. I use suits a lot. So because of that, ironing and all of that, I need to dry clean them. So the guy do 200 for me. He's in new
what?
For a shirt or a trouser.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it's native, he now do 300 per one. A shirt is 200. So if you need his contact or you want to get in touch with him, if you're in Enugu State, just drop your comments. I will
your
phone number, and I will link you up to the guy, and I will tell him you are coming from me. So normally they charge from 300 and above, but because we are, regular, it takes 200 Naira.
Okay, the last bullet point we'll be looking at when it comes to cost of living in Enugu before we talk about job opportunities is entertainment.
Okay.
Like flexing,
I think I should leave that for her. She's an adult person.
But I'm not the one paying,
I'm more of an indoor.
I'm talking about the cost.
The cost of
it depends on where you are going
depends on where you are going to. Then I don't want to call the name of lounge in Enugu, but it depends on where you are going to. There are some lounge you can get a bottle of malt for 300. There are some lounge you get a bottle of malt for 1,000. There are some lounge you get it for 800, just like that. Same applicable to the beer. You get some for 1,000, 1,500, 800, 400, as the case may be. So it depends on the lounge you are going to. Yeah. So if you're like that, enjoy some kind of top big boys lounge. Be ready to pay. Yeah, chicken and chips you can get in ShopRite for like 2,500, 3,000. There are some lounge in Enugu you get chicken and chips for 7,000, 7,500.
Fish.
Same chicken and chips. Fish, the same thing. Fish is very expensive. Barbecue fish. There are some lounges you get fish for 6,000. There are some lounges you get fish for 12,000. It just depends on where you are going to and what your budget is. If you are the that like to explore, just like us, we like exploring various lounges in Enugu. So if you need a list, if you are in Enugu State, drop it in the comment section.
We'll do a full video for you, places to hang out.
A list of some high-profile restaurants and lounge you can actually
relax. But there are lots of them, and when it comes to entertainment, I feel like Enugu is a place to be.
Yeah, they're trying.
So, to wrap this video up, we'll just talk about jobs. It's a very long video, so we won't really dive into that so much. But if you want us to do a video on job opportunities in Enugu State, just let us know in the comment section. We don't mind doing a full video like this on different job opportunities available. But in a nutshell, what can you say about job opportunities, getting a job in Enugu?
Well, getting a job in Enugu is not so industrialized, let me use that word in quotes, compared to Lagos and all of those places. So Enugu, you don't come to Enugu with the mind of, I'm coming to hustle some kind of things in Enugu. No, it's not Lagos. It's not Lagos at all. So you won't really get the best of it, because it's more of civil servant and a few businessmen here that just need sales girls, sales attendants here and there. But for graduates, it's not a town you just move to. No much industry in the city. That's the sincere truth about it. You can get a secretary job in Lagos, for instance, maybe for 70k, 60k. You won't get that in Enugu State. You might be getting 30, you might be getting 25, you might be getting 35.
So what about investment opportunities?
Well, investment opportunities in Enugu. If you want to invest in Enugu, the investment opportunities are, you can buy land, you can build houses, because houses are quite expensive. Then if you have enough money, you can build an hotel, because virtually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all hotels are fully booked in Enugu. Event center, those are opportunities you can venture into. Especially for hotel, it's one thing that is moving like wildfire now, that I don't know what usually happens on weekend, that everywhere
sold out. You'll be so surprised.
Start searching for hotels, even to the one that this one is like a bacha.
People will not even want to stay. You see that it's filled up.
The place is fully booked. That is what is currently going on. So if you have enough money, you can invest
so much. Like, if you watch this, I think this will be like one of our most longest videos.
Yes, guys. So if you have stayed with us till now, thank you
so much. We really appreciate. And we really hope you find this video very helpful. We hope you find it very helpful. So please, if you're watching till this point, you've still not subscribed, please help our ministry. Click the subscribe button, turn on notification bell, so when we upload videos, you'll get to see it. Guys, make sure you drop your comments in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And we're here signing out from Enugu State, Nigeria. We'll catch you in our next video.